Hello everyone, my name is Miss Herring and I am your instructor for EDU 216 online. For this mini-mister, I wanted to take just a minute at the very beginning of our course just to talk to you a little bit about the expectations for this course and to give you some information about our course Moodle. So hopefully on your screen you can see that I am logged into our course Moodle. Everyone has logged on. Very good. Most of you have already completed the MOCA, which you know is the assignment that you have to complete by Monday in order to be officially enrolled in this class. I can also see that the majority of this class has already began looking at the observation project and the assignments within the course, so that is fantastic. So I'm going to just scroll down real quick and talk to you a little bit about what you see when you log into Moodle. So the very first thing you're going to see is, of course, your online course expectation for students. Make sure that you read through that. Secondly, the syllabus. This is very important that you review the syllabus very carefully because the majority of your questions will be answered through this document. Let's just pull this up here. You've got my contact information here. A very important piece of this is, how do you get up with me? You are always welcome to email me. I will be checking my email once a day. I am an adjunct instructor, so I am not on campus. I do work in a different community college, so therefore I will probably be checking email at night. So that's when you will most likely get a response from me if you email me during the day. An even better way to get up with me is through a Remind code. I'm sure most of you are familiar with Remind 101 app. This is where you can enter a code and we're automatically connected. You can text me anytime. It's in real time and I can text you right back. So if you are needing an immediate answer to a question, you are welcome to use that. That information is right here where it says contact number. All you have to do is pull out your phone and text the @ D88F73 to 81010. That will automatically connect us, and you are welcome to use that if you so wish. It is not mandatory, but that would be an easy way for you guys to reach me very quickly if you needed me. You have my email here, the Distance Learning Help Desk. Be sure to read the syllabus thoroughly. I'm not going to go through every part of this with you because you are in a 200 level education class, so I know that you will do that. Gives you a course description, your learning outcomes, and we're going to scroll on down because one of the most important things that you want to see is how you are going to be graded. What is the workload for this class and how will your grades go in the grade book? So here it is. You do have a school observation project that you have to do, and many of you have already read through that. You have emailed me your volunteer forms. That is perfect. Thanks to everyone who has already emailed their Sampson County volunteer forms to me. I appreciate that. And as you know, this is an 8-week course, so time is of the essence. You need to make sure that you get that to me if you are wanting to go to Sampson County schools. I will need that by Monday of the coming week. So I will post that in the announcements so that you have it. You have a date as to when, if you're going to Sampson County schools to complete this project, I'm going to need that by Monday. So here's your grading scale. This is how each of the components for your observation project is going to be graded. So you can look through that. You will have a midterm that is worth 100 points. You have 16 quizzes in this class, and it's an 8-week class, so that means there's 2 quizzes a week, so that's really fast paced. Those quizzes are 25 points apiece. And then, of course, your final exam will be worth 100 points for a possible total points of 900. So if you have questions about that, reach out to me. I'll be glad to answer any questions that you might have. Okay, so let's get back here. The next thing that I hope that you've done already is your mandatory online course assessment. Most of you have done that, so we're going to move right along. Announcements. When I send out an email, I will send this directly to your SCC email account, and I will also post it in announcements. So if something happens and you can't access your email, always check the announcements tab in Moodle, because that's where my announcements will be. Let's see, let's go on down here. Let's see. Okay, if we move on down to topic 1, in this topic, that's where you've read through about the observation, the school observation assignment that you have. We actually call it the observation project. So if you see it project, assignment, it's the same thing. There are specific things that you have to do to complete this project, and each one is described in detail in topic 1. So you will need to go through and read each section, make sure that you complete each one. Anytime that you see a hand with a paper, that is where you will submit that assignment. So if you have questions about submitting assignments, let me know. Again, most of you have been in online classes before. Most of you are very close to graduating, so we're very excited about that. So you know how to submit documents in Moodle. But if you have a question, please feel free to reach out. That's why I'm here. So we're going to scroll on down, and then the rest of your Moodle is going to be very self-explanatory. You're going to go through, each chapter is outlined the same way. You will have focus questions, which are just questions for you to ponder as you read. It's a lot of reading, so that will kind of help you hone in on what it is you need to really be thinking about as you're reading. There's some resources there, like the North Carolina Education Policy, just to kind of help you understand what it is that you're reading, because this is an intense class, and it's even more intense because you're taking it not over 16 weeks, but over 8. So nothing was taken out of this class. We just condensed it down, and it's just a faster pace. So the reading is intense, and this is a class where you are going to have to read. Skimming over is not going to work here. You're going to have to really know the information that you're reading. So then every chapter has a quiz, and you'll find that in the topic at the very end, chapter 1 quiz. You have 1 attempt at these quizzes, so do make sure that when you go in, you're ready to take it. You may use your book. Students ask, can I use my book? For this class, you can use your book. It is open book. Please don't skip the reading and go straight to the quiz because you're thinking you can use your book. It might not work in your best interest, because a lot of those topics that they talk about in the book and in your reading, you're going to need to be able to apply that to another situation. So if you need to use your book, it's not going to be on page 14, this sentence, fill in this word. That's not the way these quizzes work. So make sure that you are doing your reading. That's very important. So again, the rest of your Moodle is laid out accordingly, and I'll just kind of skim through. I will be opening the entire course Moodle momentarily. Probably should have done that before I started this video, but that's okay. But as you can see, as I scroll through, each chapter has its own topic, and it's laid out pretty much the same way. And also you will see your due dates for each thing that is due. So if there is something that is due within that topic, you're going to have a due date at the top. And then you'll just scroll on down, all the way down to your final exam. Your final exam is due by May the 6th at 11:59. Okay, very, very important. Let's make sure we don't forget that one, and I will be sending reminders. So that's EDU 216. It's very cut and dry. Do not get behind. That's my biggest piece of advice. Go ahead and get ahead of that reading if you can. I know that SCC is on a spring break right now, but we are going to have to just keep trudging along because we don't want anybody to get behind, because once you get behind at this level of a class in an 8-week period, it's really hard to catch back up. So with that being said, again, let me just show you really quick right here. So for example, your chapter 1 quiz is due March the 15th, and so is your chapter 2. So just be sure that you stay on top of those due dates. Up here for your observation project, that is going to be due April 17th. And while that seems like that's a long way away, it is not. It will be here in the blink of an eye. So be sure that you do not wait to send in any information that I request. That's very important. If you are planning on doing your volunteering or your observation project in Sampson County Schools, you will need to give me or to email me this Sampson County Schools volunteer form. I will need those by Monday. Email them to me. Let me know what school you would like to volunteer in. In the past, we have really kept this course and the students who take this course going to either an elementary or a middle school. However, we are opening up to high schools. We know that we have several of you in here that are in high school, and we're hoping that will work with your schedule a little bit better. If you would like to do a high school, if you will just let me know that. But again, when you send the form, just let me know where you want to go. If it's Hopton Elementary, if it's Clinton High School, if it's, Carr, wherever you want to go, just make sure that you give that to me. I will be submitting this as one document to Miss Nordine over at Sampson County Schools. She will then do a background check on everyone, and then she will contact the principals to make sure that they are okay with you coming into their school. So do not reach out to anybody or go to any schools until you hear from me. Miss Nordine is wonderful. She will get those background checks done. She will contact the principal for you, and then she will get back to me, and then I will let you know when you are approved and when you can contact that principal. So again, this is coming up very, very quickly. I am going to post a date in which I need your volunteer forms back. And because we're in crunch time with this 8-week class, I will not extend that date. So once I give you that date, if I do not have your paperwork by that date, you will not be able to go to Sampson County Schools. You're going to have to pick this up somewhere else because we have to give them time to do all the background checks and things like that they have to do, and sometimes that does take some time. So with that being said, again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me through email. And I would love for you to join the Remind, and that way if you have a question, you can get it answered immediately. So anyway, I'm looking forward to working with each of you in this class. This is an intense class, and I am excited for each of you. So I will be sending out emails, sending out announcements. Don't ever hesitate to reach out if you're not clear on something that I am asking you to do, an assignment, or even a concept that you read about in the book. That's why I'm here. You are not alone, so reach out at any point. And I hope each of you have a wonderful, wonderful spring semester.